And then just, so this one is the one that's facing up. This one with the, that's number 3. And if you go to the second one on the bottom, you'll feel it. It'll bounce back at you. Okay. 2's gonna bounce back, and then if you go to number 1, it'll just drop down. It's not gonna bounce back. Okay. The reason why the number 1 is gonna be at the top, facing up. You see how it's coming back down at me? It's pushing back down. The number 2 is just gonna kind of stay there. It'll fall down because it's going upwards, but if you feel it, you'll feel something resistance on number 1. You're not gonna feel it on number 2. Okay. You're gonna feel 2 on the bottom. You're gonna feel 4 on the bottom. Okay. That's why I sprayed it, so you can really feel it. That spray needs to get all the way back there, but, and then you'll feel 6 on the bottom. Okay. Now 8, you're not gonna feel. It just falls down.
All the way down.
And then 7, you're not gonna feel it. It falls all the way down. And then 7 on the top also, and 8 on the top also. Because on this car, 7 and 8 are missing in the door lock, and they're only in the ignition.
Okay.
And that's why we gotta fill it. Okay. A lot of the Fords, the ignition is not pickable, so we're forced to do it on the door lock.
Okay.
So if they tell us that the door and ignition are different, then we have to replace the ignition for them. Have your key, okay, which would be number 1 cut, number 2 cut, number 3 cut, number 4 across the key. Then you have how deep the key is cut. Okay. So what I'm telling you to look at is your first space. So your spacing on the key. So our first space would be all the way back here. That first cut. That's this cut right here.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're.
Is this with this point that right there? This little.
Yeah.
Hook,
Yeah. So that hook is on the number 1. Okay. If we move it over here to right here, that's going to be number 3. Okay. And if you don't, so for example, if you go with this one to number 2, right, which would be up here, even though the number's on the bottom, and you feel there's some that it's going to be opposite, if that makes sense. So if you feel it, you'll feel there's nothing in there. Okay. So you need to know where each wafer is before you start picking it. Okay. All right. Because if you don't, then.
So do you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or do you go 1, 3, 5, 7?
When you're picking it? So you could almost go any way. You can't pick each one. You can't pick in any order sometimes, because you only pick. So here, so I'm gonna put pressure on it right now. Okay. Now when I put this, so did you feel that number 2, how it's bouncing back at you? Feel it right now. Put your finger on there. You feel it? Okay. That's resistance. Okay. Now if I put pressure on here, and that's bouncing back at me, that's already picked. Okay, so just feel that number 2 again. You feel how it's bouncing back? Even if it's a little bit. Okay, you don't push. If you push down, this is a 1-finger tool. If you use more than 1 finger, you're doing it wrong. Because if I go further than that and I push further down, I'm over picking it. Okay. Okay, and the lock won't turn. Okay. All right, so that's the main thing a lot of people don't realize when they go to pick it. You have to be able to feel that tiny little bounce. If it's a tiny little bounce, you got to leave it alone and go somewhere else. Okay. All right. So then what you do is you go across. So that one's bouncing. This one is, now feel this one. So feel that number 4. You see how there's no bounce now on it? Yeah. So that's the one that you're going to want to pick. So you'll pick it. Okay. Now feel that number 4. You see how it's bouncing back at you? That's picked. Okay. All right. If it's not bouncing after you pick it, you either overpicked it or it needs to get picked even further. Okay. All right. And that's where you'll kind of learn that feel. So then so we started at 2, bouncing. We go to number 4, bouncing. Now we go to number 6. That number 6, feel it. It's stuck. Yeah, it's stuck. Pick it. Pick it. Push down. So it's hard because we're both doing it together. So what I do is like this. I put my thumb here and I push down. Okay. And you don't want to overpick it again. Okay. So yeah, as soon as it bounces, again, it's bouncing right here. That's picked. That's picked. So these 3 are done. Okay. Now sometimes you have to pick them again, like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Well, they'll get stuck again. Okay. It's interesting. So then again, the top, that one is stick. So I'm going to pick it. Okay. Okay. Now, when I feel it now, it bounces back. It's not actually bouncing at me. So what I want to do is on this one, take a drop of pressure off on this side. Well, I mean, yeah, that could also be because of the older lock, so it could get a little tricky. So I'm gonna leave it alone for this second. I'm gonna go number 3. Also, it's stuck right now, so I pick it. Check this number 1 again. This number 1 actually fell back down, so that's hard again. So I'm gonna pick that one again. I had to barely pick it. It got overpicked basically. Okay. So now it's actually bouncing. I can feel it. Number 3 is bouncing. Number 5 needs to get picked. Okay. So that one's bouncing. Number 3 again is stuck. So I picked that again, and now it's bouncing. Number 5 is bouncing. Number 1 is stuck again. So I'm gonna pick it, and boom, that lock is turned.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Now, once it's turned, now you can read your wafers. Okay, so now I'm gonna read them really quickly. So when you read it, again, it's a one finger tool. If you use more than one finger, you're doing something wrong. Okay. So what you do is, so I'm gonna go to forward. I'm gonna go to fillet. So you barely push up. Okay. Again, one finger. Wherever that stops. Now we're looking at the numbers on this side. Okay. So that's stopping at number 3.
Okay.
So the depth of that cut is going to be a number 3. So I'll put number 3. Okay, and then I go to the next one, 5. The next one, 3 again. The next one would be a 2. And the next one would be a 2. And the next one would be a 3. And then for the last 2, we don't have, so we put question marks. And that's going to be the 2 options that we can have for the last 2 cuts. Either 2, 3, that's the one we try first. And then 5, 4 if that doesn't work. Okay. The cool thing is, because it's only 2 options, we can use the same key, because we start with the shallow one. If that doesn't work, then we go deeper.
Okay.
You just missed the class. You're late to class.
Sorry, I had to get money.
That's fine. Then
That's okay.
I won't give you
excuse, huh?
no detention this time. Perfect. Check the ignition. Does not work in the ignition, which is totally fine, because there's another option for it. Okay, this one should hopefully work in the ignition. Perfect. Gotta program it, and then it'll work. So there's our theft light right there in the middle blinking. Okay. 3 to 10 minutes. What's the wait on here? Okay, it's gonna take 10 minutes to program the key. Do you know your door code?
He said they never used it.
They never use it? I might be able to pull with the machine. I'll try once we're done. You don't want it?
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything.
It's up to you. I mean,
If I can pull it, it takes 2 seconds.
I think that's cool.
If you want it, if not, you can just call me whenever you get locked out, you know?
That's true.
Yeah. Say it again?
That they never used it or anything, so.
Say it again?
He just said that they, because I had asked him, I said, what's the code to it? And he goes, well, we'd never use it. It was like his grandfather's or something.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. No. If I could, if not, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah. Tell YouTube, is it easy or not? Not as easy as it looks, huh?
Not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
So.
It takes a lot of practice. You know, I'm doing it. The beginning one, the first one I did on my own. I took a class and exactly pretty much what I taught you in the class. The first one I did on my own, it took me about an hour to pick it. And then now I'm down to like 30 seconds. But it does take time. It's all about practice at this point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You'll get it. You'll get it. But I'll help you along the way. We'll do it exactly. So you see that? So that number 4, you can so it's we need to go in a little further. Now it's in all the way. So now it'll line up better. So that number 4 is stick. So now it's picked. See that? Number 6. It's all about how you like. Some people are more comfortable going like one like up down, and some people try to just go across the whole bottom at one time. You know what I mean? And then you really have to just go, you know, and find the ones that are stuck, and then very gently pick them. You know what I mean? If you go, like I said, if you go too far, if you pick too hard, you're going to overpick. If you pick too light, you're not going to pick anything. And so right now, everything is bouncing. Okay, that means we just don't have enough pressure on this side. See that? Now you put pressure, now it's stick again. And so like kind of ease up a little bit. All right, I gotta go check that key. 10-minute wait. So, all right. Let's see. All right. ECU does not support this function. What the fuck? Did your car die on me? Your car died on me. Or something. Why is the car dead? I think I took too long to get back here. Gotta watch that. Gotta watch that 10 minutes. Oh, you'll find the key now after we leave?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm not looking for it, then it'll pop up.
The last one we did, he found the key while we were still there, as soon as we were done programming.
Yeah, I searched the whole truck, I did everything, and I went in the house, but destroyed the house, put it back together. No clue.
Yeah, you'll find it now. Give it 10 minutes. I'm almost done. Yeah. Anyway, it's got the ears around the ignition. It's going to be the older style on the 01. It's a split gear. And without paying attention, I cut the H92, so we just wasted a key. But the H72 on the older style, 01 Ford Explorer. All right, we're done. Let's pull up and let's get out of here. Oh yeah, grab the programmer. All right, we're all done. You heard it?